We talk about we should have called a truce. Shout to all my...
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the St. Louis Cardinals.
And now, please welcome...
And we'll be back for the first pitch right after
this. St. Louis Cardinals.
Just about set to go. Now the starting pitcher in this one. It's Sonny Gray. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, you know, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Now this is in the air down the line. Makes the catch for the out. 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
Left fielder, Andrew
Benintendi to the plate. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 out, space is empty. This one lifted in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here in St. Louis, today's starting pitcher, Martin Perez. What do we have on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Perez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a 4-seamer. It's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
So now here's the DH, Alec Burleson. Here goes the runner. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Pretty tough for the infielder to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's Contreras now. And that drops in for a strike. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. On the ground, a short, could be two. Off balance feed, there's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. Swinging a foul out of play. The 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Pitch misses, and that's ball two. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. The pitch. On the ground to the left. Rojas throws on to first, and they get Arenado for the out. And that's the third out. So they get one run on two hits, no errors, and no one left. It's on to inning number 2 in St. Louis. It's the Cardinals 1 and the White Sox nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Gray back to work. Ball one there.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
And a strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
High fly ball out to center field. Scott puts it away for the out.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Josh Rojas.
Here's Josh Rojas.
Come on, Sonny.
First pitch, just misses.
1-0.
And another ball. One out, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Boots it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Sosa, 25 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Nootbaar makes the grab, and that's the inning. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Back here at Busch Stadium, bottom of the inning. And the batter now, Brendan Donovan.
Brendan Donovan.
In for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Lars Nootbaar now at the plate. And the first offering is not close. One down, base is empty. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. In time to Vaughn. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 7th, right fielder,
Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Rips one to right. This one looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. In there, and it's 0-1. Two outs and one in scoring position. Next offering is fouled back. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Smash to the left side. In time to Vaughn. And that is that. One hit, one left. End of 2 here at Busch Stadium. It's the Cardinals 1 and the White Sox nothing. Back here in St. Louis, top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the DH, Miguel Vargas. Outside low, 1-0. And another ball. Hit in the air, right field. Walker. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
batting 8th, shortstop.
Now
Brooks
it's the
Baldwin.
shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Just missed.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1. Fought off foul. Swing and a ball popped up. Wynn settles underneath it. And there's 2 away.
Batting ninth, catcher Corey Lee.
Here's Corey Lee. That's outside, and that's ball 1. And that one popped in the air, left field. Nootbaar makes the catch. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
On the ground, and foul ball. The changeup missing, and it's 2-1. Hard hit, right side. And he'll be safe at first.
That's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great. Nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
So the lineup flips over. And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, not only can Perez pitch, but he can also sing. Remember, he performed the national anthem for Team Venezuela leading up to the World Baseball Classic. If you watch that video, you'll see how much that moment meant to him.
Runner on the go. On the ground to third. Rojas throws on to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Up next for the Cardinals, designated hitter Alec Burleson.
So digging in, Alec Burleson. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a ground ball. Baldwin throws to first in time.
Now batting, first baseman Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline, and they take a 2-run lead. We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? Statcast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
Here's Nolan Arenado. That one missed. Contreras off of first with 2 away. Next offering is fouled back. And there's the ball. And a foul ball. Out to short. Baldwin. Over to first. That ends the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in St. Louis, leading off, Mike Tauchman.
Mike Tauchman.
Clips the corner. That's strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And that one is inside. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Up next for Chicago, center fielder Luis Robert Jr.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. Flied to right his first time. Strike 1.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, left fielder
Andrew Benintendi steps up. Flied to left his first time. Robert on the go. Pitch outside. Throw to second, and he's out.
Well, they tried to press their luck a little after having just picked up their first hit of this ball game. So that caught stealing kind of stinks. Can't blame them for trying to get something going offensively, but so far it's just not happening for these guys.
Just missed. And another ball. And a 4-pitch walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just
Now
missed his
batting,
spot.
the first
Hitter didn't
baseman,
offer at it.
Andrew Vaughn.
Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Man at first, Andrew Vaughn now. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And first offering is fouled off. The Redbirds leading by 2, top half of inning number 4. Just missed. That one's in there, and it's 1-2.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And that misses. And that's ball 2.
Ooh, I thought he'd bite right there.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 2 outs. And that's
Yeah, full
off
count.
the inside edge. Counts full, 3-2. Stays alive. There's a swing and a drive. Nootbaar in a dead sprint. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Benintendi comes in to score. And they trail by 1.
Now
Comes through with the RBI. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
So runner at second, 2 down. So up next for Chicago, Josh Rojas. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Yeah, that's fouled off. Close, but call the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Walker makes the grab, and that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Brendan Donovan. And ball 1. Chopper right side. Vaughn. The flip to the pitcher covering. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, left fielder, Lars.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That misses the zone.
Inside.
Ball 1.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that just misses. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And now the right fielder, Jordan Walker, doubled his first time up. That one ripped, but foul. Here comes the 0-1.
Yeah.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Redbirds down quietly, but they still lead it 2-1. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
White
Here's
Sox.
the second baseman,
Second
Lenny Sosa.
Lenny Sosa.
Gray back to work. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these White Sox just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And Arenado makes the catch.
Now batting, designated hitter Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas will hit next.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Vargas measures 6 feet 2 inches, 25 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Next pitch is outside, and the count is 1-1. And that is out of play. Ground ball right side. And a couple of quick outs.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
For Chicago, shortstop Brooks Baldwin.
And stepping in is the speedy Brooks Baldwin. Flied out his first time. Ball one, no strikes.
Ball one, no strikes.
White Sox down a run. The 1-2. On the ground at first. Contreras. He takes it on his own, and the White Sox go quietly. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They're down 2-1. Back here at Busch Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the Cardinals catcher, Ivan Herrera. Outside low, and that's ball one.
Counts 1-0.
That's a base hit, and a good start to the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Strike one. And a swing and a miss. Herrera aboard here at first with nobody out.
One ball, two strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing out there most of the time.
The next offering misses. And the count now even up.
2-2 the count.
Baldwin fired to second.
He's out.
And they turn the double play.
Well, a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Here's the shortstop at the play. Mason Wynn singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. On the ground to third. In time to Vaughn. That's the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Top of the 6th inning. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Corey Lee. First pitch misses. And that one fouled off. And fouled off. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's Mike Tauchman. He's grounded out a couple of times. Not close with that one. Ball 1. White Sox down a run. Next offering is in for a strike. And it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a good eye there.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And that's down. A base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the White Sox.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So here's Robert now. 1 for 2. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The delivery to Robert. Yeah, that's fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Now pitching.
Kyle Leahy is forced to the mound after the injury.
62.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score, and it's still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Hit in the air, center field, Scott. And that'll do it. So one left for the White Sox, and our score remains 2-1. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the sixth. And now the DH, Alec Burleson. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Jordan Leisure getting ready to go. Boozer, a left-hander, also throwing. Grounds one to short. In time to Vaughn. One up, one down.
Now batting. First
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Martin Perez won't go any further, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
The new
Chicago.
pitcher in the game, number 64. He's into the game with the bases empty. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. This one smoked out to left. And it gets by him. Around first, heading for two. Around second now as they still don't have it.
He was all over that one. Came screaming off the bat. I'm sure exit velocity's off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
One down, runner at third. Here's Nolan Arenado. Has grounded out a couple of times. And that's outside. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. High fly ball, shallow right field. Makes the catch. 2 away.
Now batting. Second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. 0 for 2 in this one.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
And that one cutting but missing down low. Contreras on third with 2 out. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Robert hustling after it. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Nice work from the White Sox pen. We're through 6 full. It's the Cardinals 2 and the White Sox 1. Back here in St. Louis, and here is Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn.
First
That's a
pitch,
ball.
and he just misses.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That's in there, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Breaking ball misses down and away. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 3.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Looking to get the tying run on base. To the right side. In plenty of time to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Rojas in the box now. No balls and a strike. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Just missed. That one missing inside. Close, but called a ball. And now 3-1. And the tying run is on base.
Now batting, second baseman,
Lenny
Sosa.
Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. Misses again, 5 in a row. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a count 1-2. Man at first, 1 away. Off the mark there. 2-2.
That's a really good take.
And that's way high. And that's ball 3.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Kyle Leahy out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching.
Pitching change here, Ryan Fernandez.
These are the spots where relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Here's the White Sox DH, Miguel Vargas. Right through there for a strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Caught him looking for the K. The White Sox lead 1, and they trail it here 2-1. Bottom of the 7th, now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Ball one there.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more
Up next
fastballs
for
in
the
that
Cardinals.
location. Hitters,
Right
especially
fielder,
with 2
Jordan
strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Walker.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Ivan Herrera.
Here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Up and in, 2-0. In the air, left field, down the line, and Benintendi able to make the grab, and that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th, and now it's going to be Brooks Baldwin. First offering, and it just misses.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And now 2 balls and a strike. And downstairs, Corey Lee in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Puts it away for the out.
Up next for Chicago, catcher.
And next to
Corey
him for the
Lee.
Sox, Corey Lee. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Mike
So up
Tauchman.
next, Mike Tauchman, 1 for 3. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one in for a strike, 2-2. Luis Robert Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him! Outside pitch got the better of him that time. So they go quietly there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Cardinals 2 and the White Sox 1.
Now pitching for
New
Chicago.
arm out of the bullpen, Frazier
Number
Eller.
55.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for
Frazier
quality
Eller.
pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run
Leading off
game,
for the
and
Cardinals.
stepping in for the Cardinals,
Center fielder,
Victor Scott.
Victor Scott the second.
Ellard, a tall lefty, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round in 2021.
That's a ball.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So now back to the top of the order. And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Foul ball there.
You know, these Cardinals, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
That one way inside. The shortstop takes the ball.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
That one lifted to left. Benintendi sizes this one up, and out number 1 on the grab.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay
Now
close.
batting, the designated hitter, Alec Burleson.
And next is the designated hitter, Alec Burleson. That's in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
One ball.
This one in the dirt. One out and a runner at second. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's outside.
That's out.
The count now 2-2. That's down and in. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
You got this.
And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Here comes Wilson Contreras.
Nope,
And that's a
that's
little
ball.
bit high. And it's 1-0. Scott at second with 2 down. Clips the corner, and the count 1-1. Just
Nope, that's off
missed.
the plate. Ball 2.
Right side, Tachman squeezes it, and the inning is over. So 1 left for the Cardinals. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Brian Helsley.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the
Now
pen to
pitching
lock
for
down
the
wins. So this
Cardinals.
game has gone to plan, more or
Number
less.
56.
Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And now it's Luis Robert.
Healthy.
Check swing, and he went. Strike
0-1
1.
the count.
Yeah, there's the strike. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Benintendi in the box now, takes strike 1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
That one in triple digits.
0-2 is the count.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Pitch misses there. Now 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's off the mark.
Ball
2
2.
balls, 2 strikes.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. White Sox down to their final out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and then this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So it's their last chance in this one. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's got it. Hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, we saw a lot of good pitching and defense in this ball game. When you have a low-scoring game, it's imperative that the players stay on their toes, ready to make plays behind their pitcher, and they did exactly that. It's an excellent win. Everyone goes in the clubhouse feeling really good about themselves.